Hi everybody. I am back with last day tips for your INI exam, which is scheduled on 19th May. So not wasting any of the time, let's cut to the chase and start. Let's start with one night before by keeping all your documents ready. Do remember to keep an extra copy of everything which is required, including your passport size photograph. I've seen so many times people forgetting their admit card and photographs and realizing that in the very last moment and then panicking and calling everybody up for help. You might be able to get it at the last moment, but that is not the mental pressure you need at that time. The pressure of the exam is enough. So just be extra ready with extra copy of everything. Second thing, sleeping on time and having at least 6 hours of sleep. I'm saying 6 hours because that's the average amount of time that people need to function properly. Some need just four, some need just eight. But I think having 6 hours of sleep is a must. So you don't feel tired midway during your exam. You can focus and think clearly. You are able to recall all the information that you have read and you don't go blank in front of the screen. The third thing is keeping your breakfast or the meal before your exam very light. If you have got the evening slot, eating before, you have to eat light before going into the exam center. And by that, I don't mean that you skip your meal at all. No, you don't want to go into the exam center hungry and you feel hungry, empty stomach midway. But you don't want to be extra full also or uncomfortable during the exam. So keep your meal light and healthy. Anyway, you are going to treat yourself after the exam, so keep that in mind. Next thing is keeping at least 1 hour margin before reaching your exam center before the last entry time. So you cannot leave it on your luck to not to have a flat tire or finding traffic jam on your way. You have to be ready for everything. So keeping this buffer time is also very important. And by that, I do not mean that you go and sit so early in the exam center also, because even that is going to make you too tired. Sitting for 2 hours straight before starting the exam, ideally in the exam center, it takes a toll on you. You start to think too much, so avoid this also. And the last thing is do not panic while giving the exam. Even if you don't know the question, you skip to the next one. Panicking is only going to make you forget what you already know. And we don't want that. If you cannot get to the answer, leave that question behind and move on. Try to keep at least 5 to 7 minutes for revision for each section, as you cannot go back to the section once you leave it behind. Keep a check on the timer on your screen because you don't want to be too slow in your exam, right? And that's it, guys. All the very best to all of you. All the hard work that you have been doing for so long is going to pay off. Just trust the process and trust yourself, and all the very best.